some who are waiting to pick up their kids. I feel like there may be others who will want to. That can begin at 11:30 as well. Any students who need somebody to talk to right away, we do have counselors, SAS counselors on campus, and the school leaders as well who will be available. And of course, we will be here all day. We do imagine there are some kids who will not be picked up or will need to be on campus all day long, and the school's open and will operate, and we will be here all day for those students. Our officers, through their investigation and the questions they've been answered, they do believe that it was an incident that was isolated to the people who were involved. It wasn't a larger thing aimed at the campus, I guess is really what I would like to convey. But there were kids involved, and those were some of those who fled from the scene after the 911 call was received and officers started to arrive. There was a student who was shot in the foot in the parking lot. That's all really I can release at this point. I was okayed to let you know it was that student was transported with non-life-threatening injuries, but that's all I really am at liberty to tell you right now, specific to the victim of that shooting. And then the others, I am told just before I came over here, I'm told there is a suspect in custody. And again, that's all I'm able to say about that right now, and we'll certainly have more on that because our police are continuing to investigate it.
Sounds good. Let's see, you answered a lot of.
Do you know if I mean, you probably won't be able to, I don't know if you'll be able to answer this, but do you know the identity of the gunman, and was he a student at OHS or any school at ECISD?
Actually, at this point, that's not detail. Honestly, that's not detail I have right now, but I can't. I'm not able to say anything more than a suspect is in custody at this moment.
Were students in a fight, or is that it?
I think that's what it was, yes. And I can confirm all of that with a later press release as well, and I will sum everything up once the police give me all the information to share with you. But I do believe they think that's what started it. Yes.
Was it a handgun or?
That I don't know. I don't have that detail.
Did the students who shot each other know each other or anything like that, or do you know?
That I really don't know either at this point. So.
Was it just that one person that was one suspect in custody, or is that maybe a group of people that might be?
All I know right now is a suspect is in custody. Okay. Yeah.
Like you said, it was an isolated incident, not even at the campus or anything like that.
That's what our officers believe right now. Yes, it was very specific to the people who were involved in it. Yeah.
You may have already answered this one, but did the lockdown process work as you set it up to?
Yes, I do believe it did. Now, let me add one caveat to that I haven't specifically talked to our police officers about the lockdown, but we do drill that for that very reason, so that when we call a lockdown in a situation like this, both staff and students have already practiced it. They know what the response is expected to be, and they've practiced it. As I haven't been told any different that it didn't work today, but yes, I do believe it worked. Although I need to ask police officers that specific question because I haven't. It's a good question.
And there was one victim. Is
one.
That
Yes.
Was it a? I know y'all don't know. Y'all can't really have the identity of the victim.
Not for release at this moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned it was a secure. It's moved from lockdown to secure, which is just I guess is it the step right underneath lockdown.
It is the way as we view it when we're calling that. When we go into a lockdown, we believe there's an imminent threat inside the building to students and staff, and that is the point. It is the highest level of emergency response for us, and so that is where we begin anytime there's a call like this or a situation like this. A secure and or a hold is what we call that next level. A secure would be we want to make sure everybody is inside and safe. A hold is where you just remain where you are. And so it went from the lockdown to the hold, which lessens the severity and the response for our police officers, but still inside the school, nobody moves because our officers still had work to do to secure the campus. But at that point, it is a signal that they believe there was not an imminent threat inside the building to students and staff to kind of move it to that level.
Sounds good. And I guess you've mentioned that they can start leaving campus now here, like personally. So does that mean the hold is over now?
It is, yeah. At 11:30, officers are going to release the hold and the secure and allow students to begin moving around the building again as they would be scheduled. And that starts with lunch and any parents who have been waiting to check their kids out of school.
Definitely. And then you mentioned, I guess the witnesses, and that's something that I guess that's pretty key. And then they were all kind of a lot of those witnesses that were in the same area with the police presence.
Right.
And then that was with those. I mean, of course, they're a little bit different than everybody else. It's like the police are with them, so like being in a lockdown or secure, like they can kind of work with police in that situation.
Correct. Yes, our officers, if they were engaged with the students, then yes, you're right. They would not be ones who would be moved inside and as part of a lockdown, because our officers were on the scene and interviewing them. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Do you know where the incident took place on campus?
I know an approximate area, and it's this parking lot back behind us, which is on this west side of campus. There are
Next
two.
to the apartment complex? Or?
No, I think it's more. I think
Closer
it's
to the
more
field, to the
adjacent to the
practice.
football field.
Okay.
Yes, and I haven't been over to see it exactly for myself, but it is this parking on the west side of the campus. Some people refer to it as the back side of campus because it's not the main entrance, but the west side of the campus is where
So it
took
happened
place.
outside then?
It did.
Okay.
Yes.
And I guess lastly, you mentioned how good the response was, and it seems like
It was.
maybe speaking of the significance of the collaboration between every police department now coming together and delivering.
Right, and we have seen that in the past, and it is a really important aspect to this. Beginning with our ECISD procedures, we have 5 police officers on campus at Odessa High School every day. There's also a weapons canine unit that's on campus, and there is a security guard in the various parking lots. If something like this does occur, like this outside of the school and on the property like that in the parking lot, we have always seen an amazing response from all of the area law enforcement. There is good cooperation and there's good communication amongst the agencies, and we are very thankful for that. And our community, I think, it would echo those same sentiments. It's really good to have law enforcement all working together in an emergency situation, and ours do, and we appreciate it more than we can probably express just in an interview like this.
This is just the quote I got from one of the parents.
You bet.
They said that they were hearing that it was a dispute between 2 boys and that a girl got in the way. Will you be able to confirm that? Or
Again, I can't confirm that piece of that for you. I would hope to by the end of the day with our officers who are investigating it, but yeah, I don't have that right now.
Gotcha.
Is there anything else you want to add that we haven't covered?
I don't think so. No. I guess maybe I'd add, I appreciate parents on a day like today, and I understand to some small degree what they're going through. My kids are out of school now, but reports like this are really scary and frightening, and I understand that parents were really good in terms of the way they responded to it, and the patience that I've heard from the school district leaders or the school, I should say, the Odessa High School leaders who knew parents were waiting and wanted information, and we work as fast as we can to get that to parents, but we also want it to be accurate and not just something that we have heard through a grapevine. And so I know the process works a little slower than parents want it sometimes, but we very much appreciate their patience and their understanding, and this is why, again, we do drills and we have emergency procedures and we talk about them throughout the school year. But this is not a good day to be a parent of an Odessa High School student, and it's a scary situation. And our hearts go out to them, and we want to support them and their students as much as we can.
And then you guys maybe hope to have the investigation will probably maybe not happen today, or it might not be completed today, but maybe more information by the end of the day.
You know what? I would plan our goal. Well, no, I'll tell you. By the end of the day, we'll have a summary of some sort. I would imagine it'll have a little more detail than we're able to share right now. It might not be everything that you're looking for or asking about, but I would fully expect us to have more by the end of the day. Okay.
And again, was the victim a student at OHS?
That I don't have
Okay.
either. Another piece that I just can't share just yet.
Sorry.
Yeah, I do believe that's information that we will be able to share by the end of the day.
Gotcha.
Yeah, for you. Yeah.
That's all good.
Okay.
Appreciate the time, Mike.
Okay. You're welcome. Thank you for coming out and being patient
Thank you.
with us as well.
Thank you.
Thanks. Sorry. It got all twisted up with my badge.